Okay, guys, we're going to do Mallet daily drill. I'm just going to run all of them down. Before spring break, we had gotten through all of these anyway. But I understand not having a teacher in front of you, you might need to have some review. I'm going to go through it very briefly and quickly because you do have the music. You don't have to just remember what it is. You can read the rhythm and you can read the notes and look at all the key signatures that you have in your cheat sheet. But again, I'll review it. Okay, so bravo is just going up the scale. So we have 12 scales total, but I'm just going to show you the key of C. Okay, so as you look at bravo, the rhythm's number 1. You see quarter notes going up. Okay, you got to be looking at your music, guys. Make sure you're reading your music. It's on the helpful links if you need it in the Schoology. Okay, or you have it in your binder from class in your handbook. Okay, so bravo is just going ascending quarter note scales, left lead. 1, 2, get your body in the middle. 2, piston stroke. Okay, if we did that in the next key in F, you would start on F and do the right flats, B flat, and so on, and your cheat sheet, okay? Moving on to Foxtrot. Okay, as we're looking at Foxtrot, you're noticing the rhythm. Again, rhythm's number 1 is eighth notes. You're starting right hand lead. You're starting on C. You're going up and down. Of course, we'll play this in all keys, but I'm going to demonstrate C. There is a pattern. Make sure you check for your repeats. And you're doing up and down stepwise motion. You can read this. Foxtrot, there is kind of a pattern of up and down, right lead from the first note to the 5th note, and then on to the 9th note. So here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, and of course we do this in all keys. So let's say we did the E flat scale. Remember, you have a cheat sheet. And so on, same pattern. Okay, let's look at golf next. Rhythm is number 1. It's eighth notes. It's left lead, left, right. It's doing stepwise motion. There's a pattern. Every 4 notes, you go back to the next note in the scale, and so on. The second line starts right lead and does the opposite. Okay, here we go. Piston stroke. 1, 2, go, go. Because you do have a quarter and a quarter rest in there. Don't just copy Mr. I's video. Make sure you're reading the music. Okay, if you don't have the music, it is a big problem. Okay, hotel. The most common problems are that kids are not looking at the music. You have 16th notes on beat 1 for the first 2 measures, and then there's the roll on the 3rd measure. So it's going to be 1 ta 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 2. Okay, and then on the 3rd measure, it's actually a pretty quick low roll. Okay, so I keep hearing kids go, and that's not right. It's wrist, it's relax. Okay, all right, and then you got thirds up, thirds down, and then arpeggios. The arpeggios are your 1, 3, 5, and 8 of your scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and do the stickings that are written in your music. 1, 2, ready, go. You could do this on a different scale, let's say D flat. And so on, right? Use your cheat sheet, okay? All right, moving on. India. Rhythm is number 1. So at this tempo, you see you have bracket threes. Those are triplets. 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 4 lolly, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 4 lolly, roll off. And you have right hand lead. It's chromatic C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. Now be careful. You're going to have one part that starts with your left on top, one part that starts with your right on bottom. And then it switches on that F where the left comes down because we're alternating and we're trying to hit every single note. Switch. And then, most common thing that beginners mess up is when they move down to the C, their left hand tries to move up. Well, your left hand's about to hit B again. So you don't have to move your left hand when you transition. Okay? 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, for India, this is working on our rolls. So we're going to start with our right hand on top for the stack, and then we're going to switch on the way down. So when we're going up, right hand's on top. When we're going down, we'll switch and put the left on top, then we'll switch back and just do a roll at the end. Okay? This exercise is very good because going from your check right, and then you have the 30-second notes, digga, 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 da, your right hand's doing the same thing. Digga, 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 da, digga, 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 da. Okay, so if you hear this, da, 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 you know something's wrong. Or bit it, bit it, bit it, bit it, bit it. It has to be even. Digga, 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 da. All even space. Fit your left hands in between your rights or vice versa. Fit your right hands in between your lefts when you do the 30-second notes. Should sound nice and robotic and even. I would do this with 16th notes on. You have to fit into a 16th note grid. Da, 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 da. It has to be perfect. This is not that high. It's only about 3 inches. Okay, and nice and relaxed in the back of your hand. 1, 2, ready, go. Switch. Now my left hand is doing starting. Left, 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 left. Switch, roll. And stop. Okay, usually in class I'll hold that out and do variations. Okay, that was at 80. The peak tempo you want to do this is at 100. And you have to be relaxed. And low. 1, 2, ready, go. Notice I didn't roll as fast on that one because just a roll with slashes is you're just trying to make sure that the instrument sounds nice. It's not necessarily a rhythm. Okay, so that exercise is so simplistic that you can hear the flaws. Even if you're not perfect, you can hear it if you're really listening. And even me as a professional, you could probably find some mistakes that I just did just now. So be very picky and make it sound smooth. Okay? All right, thanks guys.